All right, welcome back.
Yes, welcome back to all of our fans and especially to the 29 people who watched our first episode recap of season 8, Thousand Pound Sisters. We are here to talk about the second episode today. So if we could top 30 views, that would really be something.
It would be a record.
Yeah. So I actually just finished the episode about 15 minutes ago, and we wanted to record immediately, so it was all fresh in our mind, which I think is even more important because I hate to say this season is not very interesting. And which it might be an unfair thing to say because how do you top the last season getting bit by a camel?
Yeah, there was really a lot going on last season. I think the problem with this season is Amy and Tammy being in a fight and not wanting to talk because they're the whole show.
Yeah, and they are just so funny when they are together, and they're just not as funny when they're apart. Like Amy had a couple one-liners on this show that made me laugh out loud. Like Chris and Misty went over to try to convince her to get back together with Tammy, and she was like, "I'm not gonna sit here and have you feed me this bologna when I don't like bologna." And they were like, "What?" I mean, Misty always just sort of looks there confused about all of her siblings. Um, but speaking of which, another comment I made to Phyllis is later in the episode when Amy goes in to order her gothic cottagecore bouquet. The guy at the desk was just like, "Oh, okay, okay." Like everybody that Amy meets acts like she's so weird, but she's not weird. Like it's not that weird. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm in New York City, but I feel like Amy would fit right in here. Nobody would bat an eye at anything she says, even like the ghost bridesmaids. They'd be like, "Oh, that's cool." But I guess in Kentucky, it's like psycho.
Right, and but she was just I also think it's the way that she says things because instead of saying like she wanted dried flowers or whatever, she said she wanted dead flowers.
She's so funny.
Yeah. But that's what
Yeah.
makes her funny.
Yeah, she is really funny. But this season, actually, in the first two episodes, like there really hasn't been much of the Amy humor from the previous seven seasons, you know? It
Yeah.
seems like she's just still pretty frustrated and not really interacting with her family, so there's just not the drama, I think, to make her say things like, "I'm gonna take you down a peg."
Yeah, I bet the producers really thought that the escape room was going to turn into a big ordeal and some good television, but um, they were surprisingly well behaved.
Yeah, but actually, the escape room was really disturbing. I mean, being in a child's bedroom with a child supposedly locked in a box, that's weird, okay? Like,
With the
people,
clown too.
yes, with a clown, like, I've done quite a few escape rooms, and that one was bizarre.
I agree. In like, aren't don't escape rooms usually entail you escaping the room, not trying to get a child out of a freezer box or something?
Yes, yes, that's the thing is you're trying to escape and unlock the door so you can get out of the place. So it was like just disturbing in a way that I don't think was fun. And I feel like parents, if they went in there, would not find that enjoyable. Like it would just be kind of uncomfortable thinking about somebody's baby being locked in a box, like by an intruder in the house. That's awful.
Yeah. I
Uh,
was, uh, yeah, I thought Amy might like it a bit more, but
I don't maybe well,
it
I don't
was
know.
just
She has two babies. Maybe she also thought it was disturbing, but the four of them didn't even seem to have fun, I guess. I don't know.
it was kind of an awkward scene.
Yeah, it was. And they like said that they wanted to get back together, but then later in the episode, it's like you find out all of a sudden Amy has this new BFF, like her ride or die, Lily. It's like I feel like the producers maybe dropped the ball here because they haven't shown any activity between Amy and Lily, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, Lily's her bridesmaid or her maid of honor. What an honor. It's like, who the F is Lily?
Right? Like surely she's been involved in Amy's life, we think. I don't know. No one showed us this or told us about her. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there has to be some drama there. I mean, where Amy lives, like I'm sure Lily has an interesting backstory too. Because I think they live near each other. And even still, just Amy interacting with anybody is pretty much always funny. So they should have pursued the Lily Amy relationship more.
Yeah, they could have totally done a background on Lily, with some weird or funny role, whatever. Um, and then showing them interacting outside of picking out wedding stuff. But it was odd and oddly not very entertaining.
Yeah, I know. It actually makes me kind of concerned that there's not going to be a season 9 because like I'm going to keep watching this season because I'm very invested in Amy and Tammy's lives and I'm willing to watch even if it's not as interesting as it used to be. But
Hmm
I think that a lot of people don't have the commitment that we do to Amy and Tammy. So I'm really worried they're going to cancel it after this because like it seems like there's just really not a story to tell anymore.
Also, I think it's hard to top last season because so much happened and it was just crazy TV moments. So I think in comparison, it might seem a little flat, but it's only episode 2. I hope they give us more than 8 episodes. I think they only gave us 8 last season, which was offensive.
Yeah, that was offensive. I can definitely see a situation where they decide to cancel Thousand Pound Sisters, but then Amy ends up on some other type of reality show. Like there's so many different ones. I can absolutely see Amy going to
Um,
Hollywood and being in like, I don't know, some kind of celebrity Big Brother or something, and everybody would be like, "Who the hell is this?"
they need to cast one of them on the Traders or something. Yeah, or
Yeah,
Celebrity Big Brother. That would be great. Oh my
yeah,
God, I would love that.
yeah. I don't know if Tammy and Amy are famous enough to ever get on any of those shows, but
Well, they
I
should
I
be.
think I think Thousand Pound Sisters is pretty popular.
I mean, in this age, for a show to get 8 seasons is impressive, since there's a lot of one hit wonder seasons or like 1 or 2 seasons it gets canceled. But
Yeah, and that's another thing. I think I said this on the last episode too, but Amy's family is not they're not very nice to her, and I feel like they have all profited so much because of her. Like she's the driving force behind the show, I think, not Tammy. Like yes, Tammy's story was almost equally as interesting, but like Amy's the real gem.
mm-hmm. I think there could be television for Amy without Tammy. And Tammy is
Hmm.
funny.
Yeah, she
Um,
is.
but I don't know that the producers would see Tammy's humor immediately and have drifted towards her over if Amy hadn't been there or their interactions together hadn't been there. Whereas like
Yeah.
Amy by herself maybe could have still caught the eye of a producer.
Yes, I think so. Like Amy, yes, Tammy, maybe. Definitely no to Chris, Brittany, Misty, and Amanda.
I agree. Yeah. I feel like in past seasons Chris has been funnier. I haven't gotten
Yeah.
any good Chris laughs yet, and I just don't really care that much about Brittany's weight loss surgery and her story. She's so quiet. I don't know. She's not the best TV.
No, she's not the best TV. And that also felt kind of jarring in episode 2 when it was like all of a sudden Brittany's getting her weight loss surgery. And it was like, what? I mean, I knew that she was on the journey, but it was so fast compared to everybody else's. And honestly, Brittany's not that big. Like, I know it's not size specifically,
Hmm
and the others were very, very large because obviously she has diabetes and other issues, but she's not really that big, you know?
hmm
Uh,
I wonder if she could have, I wonder this about all of them except Tammy. Well, I don't know. I wonder if they all could have lost the weight anyway with the changes that they made to lose weight to get the surgery.
yeah, that's what I'm wondering because I feel like well, it's hard to tell on the timeline with Brittany because they crunched it, but
Right.
it seems like she wasn't on the journey all that long, and she
hmm
did so well by giving up soda, and she's not that big. So I'm wondering if maybe it would have just taken her a few more months, like, and then not have to have the surgery. But I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so
Right. Neither am I.
And also another thing I've been wondering that I feel like they should address on the show is basically in this society, everybody's on these weight loss injections or whatever pills, like
Mm,
Wegovy, Ozempic. They never talk about any of that stuff on the show. And I don't know if it's because some of this was filmed like before that became popular. Certainly
hmm.
Amy and Tammy, yes. But Brittany, like this was just filmed a year ago and during the Ozempic craze. So I'm like, why do they not mention that?
That's a good question. I wonder if it's different if you're past a certain point, but I think that would be at least interesting to mention, like, this is why we're not going this route.
Yeah, I think so. It's because it's so huge right now. And like
Hmm.
I have met people who have I've met several people who have been taking Ozempic and basically they said that it just makes them feel like they're not hungry, so they don't eat nearly as much.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that's the answer too. I'm just saying I think that the producers should address that or Dr. Eric Smith or something
Hmm.
should say something like that.
And maybe he's not, I don't know. I wonder if he ever prescribes that in preparation for the surgery or if like what he does is surgery, so that's all he knows.
I don't know. See, we have so many questions. I feel like the producers are really dropping the ball.
Hmm.
I took some other notes about the show, but I had kind of a hard time taking notes because the episode really wasn't that interesting. I hate to say it. Oh, I laughed when Amy said that she's all grown up and her feet are really clean now, and then she showed her feet to the camera.
Oh, didn't Tammy start her work at the animal shelter, cleaning up
Oh yeah,
poop?
yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Like that, I mean, it was interesting enough. It's more so like I just because I'm so invested in their story, like I'm really happy for Tammy. Like it makes me happy to watch her doing that. And, I
Hmm.
love animals too, but I don't know if it was like especially interesting TV.
No, I mean it's part of the story. It would I think really the biggest problem is just Tammy and Amy being in a fight. I hope that ends as soon as possible.
Yeah. And uh they haven't even mentioned Amanda, which I feel like is weird. I think she was in the last episode and I think they like sort of vaguely mentioned some health issues or whatever and she did not look good. But I don't know. It was just weird that she wasn't even mentioned in this episode. Like they could have said like, "Oh, Amanda's not going to go.
Mm.
She's still not feeling well or whatever." But it's just like, "Oh, Amanda doesn't exist anymore."
Well, where is she living now? Because I know she moved to Florida, but I think she moved back, right?
I think she did move back because I think it didn't. I think she moved back last season because it didn't work out with that man.
Right. So I just wonder how close they all live to each other because maybe they live like 45 minutes or an hour away, which isn't that far, but it is for day-to-day life.
I was wondering that too, especially in this episode when Tammy went to see her mom for the first time. It had been like 2 months since their surgery, and I was like, "How have you not seen your mom since the
Yeah, I thought that
surgery?"
was weird too. The mom
Yeah.
seems odd.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm pretty sure the mom has gone to other locations previously in previous seasons. Like maybe she's not able to get around like she used to, but like, why did she not secure a ride to go see Tammy during the recovery? Like Chris is always
Mm.
rolling around in his maroon van. Why did he not just go pick the mom up? Chris seems to drive hours upon hours for anyone else.
I think they have a like a weird relationship with their mom. They've made some comments about her before, so I don't know that they had like the best upbringing with her. I don't know, maybe she wasn't it doesn't sound like she was the best mom. Um,
Yeah.
so I think maybe there's still some maybe resentment. They don't really go into it. They just allude to it in episodes and that's the vibe I get. Even though they're talking to her, there's something going on there.
Yeah, because I think Tammy's really the only one who's ever shown talking to her, right?
Yeah, and I don't know. It's hard to remember.
Yeah. But you know what? I swear Tammy has seen her mom because, oh no, maybe that was before the weight loss surgery because she introduced her to Andrea last season, but I guess it was before the skin removal.
Mm.
I don't know. It's hard to remember. Also, Andrea's not very interesting. Like she seems very nice, but she's just not good TV.
Did we even see any more of Andrea this episode? I can't remember
No,
because I watched part one last night and then I finished it today.
no, Andrea was nowhere to be found in this one, but we got Lily in this one.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, if you want really good reality TV, maybe you should start watching Suddenly Amish. The first episode dropped last night. No, Tuesday night.
Okay, I am really, really picky about reality TV. Like, even though I've been so into Thousand Pound Sisters, I do not like scripted TV or characters who are just trying to act outrageous so they can be reality stars. Because I feel like Amy and Tammy, like, that's who they are. Like they just started recording YouTube videos in their living room because they were stuck in the house and then they became famous. But everybody's always talking about like or I don't know. Love is Blind sucks. That's another popular one. What's the
90 Day
spinoff?
Fiance.
Perfect
Perfect
Match.
Match.
I think I tried watching that. That was ridiculous because everybody was like purposefully over the top.
That one's a difficult watch. I did watch a season of Love Island though, and if you can like get past the initial hump of how stupid everyone is, then you can start to get involved in their drama, and then it's kind of fun.
I don't know.
But
It's just all these
Love
people are so
Island is
fake.
like Love Island is way too big of a commitment. It's like I it kind of offends me when I think about shows like Love Island and how many episodes they get when there are shows like Survivor, which are is the best reality TV in the history of the universe. And we only get like 13 episodes, maybe, and it's short. Now, the good thing is the last few seasons have been longer episodes at least, but man, it's just not fair.
Yeah, I have liked some seasons of Survivor. I've seen probably less than 10 total seasons of Survivor, but the ones I did see I really, really loved. Um, Most of them I think are the older seasons, and it's very bizarre because you'll watch something like Pearl Islands with Johnny Fairplay, or maybe even some of the very early seasons with Boston Rob, and then you look them up on social media and they don't look the same because then you realize it was 20 years ago and that doesn't seem like it.
Right. I mean, I remember watching that stuff live on TV in Hangar 18.
Yeah. Um, or I saw I don't know what season it was, but I saw one with Russell Hantz.
That's a good one. See,
Yeah,
that's good reality TV.
that was good reality TV. I think that he's been canceled by the Survivor franchise and all of his fans because I think
Yes, he
he's
has.
racist. Is he
Yes,
racist?
he's made more than one questionable comment, racist comment, I should say.
Why do your eyes keep closing? Are you like on drugs or something?
I don't know, I'm just looking down and playing with my pants
Why are you playing with your pants?
because they're soft.
Oh. Um, yeah, okay, so I don't know if Thousand Pound Sisters goes away. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'm just not really committed to any other
Mm.
reality show, and maybe the Amish thing will work out. I don't know.
Well, okay, maybe I'm talking very highly of it, but there's only one episode and it's the first season. So, it just seems really promising, but it could in the end turn out to be a big steaming turd. Um, I'm hoping for the best though, because it's very promising. Um, but
I guess we could do a recap on it.
yeah, why don't you watch the first episode?
Okay, I will.
Okay, and then
Um,
we can talk about that. Um,
are we gonna watch the next season of Love is Blind? Because I did not watch the last season. I couldn't do it.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Does it come out on Valentine's Day?
What city is it in this time?
That's what I'm wondering. I can't remember. Last season was pretty bad.
I feel like I've gotten really lucky and I've skipped the ones that are really bad that everybody hates. So
Yeah, I feel like the seasons you've watched have been really good.
yeah, like some of them have been great.
Yeah, like the season with Shake and then the one with like Chelsea and Kwame.
Actually, we should stop talking about this and actually just do a Love is Blind recap episode before the next one comes out.
Okay, I think that's fair.
Because even though I haven't seen even though I haven't seen all the seasons, like I know a lot of the big characters like Shake, as you mentioned, and he's very divisive. And I think we are on the same page about Shake and whether or not he's a villain, but we can leave that discussion for the video.
Right. I agree. Well, we don't pay for Zoom, so we're about to get kicked off of our meeting. So I think we should wrap this up now.
Yeah, actually, my battery's about to die too. So thank you again to all of our fans. Here's to hoping for 30 views on this video.
I know. I think we can do it.
All right, thanks everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.